And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Houston in the lead. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand.
Boy, a lot of fans focused on that matchup for New Orleans.
Terrence Jones out there with Omer Asher. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Cannon in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Such a wide-open look. And it's now 23 points for James Harden.
You know, nobody responds to end-of-game pressure like this guy. That's what comes to mind immediately for me. He's hit some monumental shots in his career, and some guys just embrace the moment at the end of the game. That's him.
And I know he's a fan favorite because he can catch fire immediately at any point in the ball game and just start pouring it in from all over the place.
Cannon kicks to Harden. Bullseye. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. They swipe it. Passes it to Cannon. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Stolen by Harden. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Gasol comes in for Ed Davis. And it's Lee in for Tony Allen. Conley off the pick from Randolph. Conley into the lane. He used that pick to get in close. Conley's got 21.
And he has picked it up here in the second half, really lighting it up now.
Harden with it. He's picked up by Lee. He dishes it to Beverly. There's the feed to Usher. He passes to Beverly. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Michael Conley. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And it's blocked by Harden. Here's Gasol. Shot misses. Good work defensively by Jones. Here's Beverly. Over by Conley. Harden draws the double. Lets it go with the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And the threes continue to go down at that end with almost nothing happening from deep at the other.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Here's what Memphis has lined up on their schedule. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Omer Asher. Conley off the pick from Randolph. And stolen by Howard. Now a timeout called by Houston. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Everything's falling now, and this lead continues to increase.
Yeah, it's just way too hard to keep up with a scoring pace like this. I mean, and that's why the defense is having a tough time. Boy, guys, it was a tremendous all-star season for James Harden a year ago. LeBron James declared Harden a superstar. No small praise from probably the best player in the world right now. And I think people are coming around to accepting that Harden really is a superstar player.
That drops. Dives for it. It's tipped. Rockets leading by 9 and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for Houston. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Conley with it, in for Harden, signing a 5-year, $80 million extension with the Rockets last season. The Thunder felt they just couldn't afford to pay him that much with the luxury tax penalties looming ahead.
Well, they already had max players in Westbrook and Durant, so they didn't feel going forward that they could have 3 max guys. So Harden moves on to Houston. Turned out to be an excellent move for the Rockets. He played awfully well last year.
Conley, the pass to Prince, and stolen by Parsons. By himself, hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back. Straight to the rack.
Out to Lee. You know what? The Rockets go the other way with it. Dishes to Harden. Working on Lee. Lee against Harden. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Courtney Lee.
Well, in many ways, the Grizzlies aren't like most teams out west. They don't try to overpower you with offense, and they don't have a superstar to lean on for big baskets at the end, but they still know how to get wins in the tough Western Conference.
And when they did last year, Memphis would go 56-26 overall. And Steve, with 34 of those wins courtesy of other teams in the Western Conference.
Well, they didn't seem to play like a lot of the other teams in the West, but it didn't matter. I mean, defense, toughness, rebounding, they were who they were. They established their identity, and that's one of the reasons they became such a tough team in that conference.
Elbow shot, and it's sent back by Howard. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Houston leading by 11. Now, here is Harden. Kicks to Beverly. Back to Harden. The dish to Beverly. Another miss by Houston.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Lee kicks to Prince.
Oh, man, what a play.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
And so here is Houston. They have a 9-point lead. Here's Beverly. Kicked wide by Houston.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Back to Howard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Beautiful lead pass there. He let his teammate run right underneath it.
Lee outside. He feeds it to Conley. Harden against Conley. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 32 points in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Lee dishes to Conley. Out to Lee. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Lee's got 4 points this quarter. Rockets have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Working on Lee. Parsons outside. Feeds it to Howard. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their league grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
Lee passes to Conley. The shot will not go. Excellent D from Parsons. Pass to Harden. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Beverly's got 23 points.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
He kicks it to Harden.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Randolph sets a screen for Conley. Pass to Lee. He dishes it to Gasol. Back to Lee. Now the feed to Conley. Knocks it loose. It's Jones on the wing. Covered by Conley. Beverly dishes to Harden. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
And this game is finally getting away from them.
Yep, it has gotten away. There's not really anything they can do now.
And there's the pass to Miller to end the run. Kept alive. Kufas tips it, but no good. Timeout call for Rockets. They're ahead by 18. There's 10 seconds left in the game. Knocked away. Cannon kicks to Harden. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Pondexter. And Ashik sends it back. Wow! Off the inbound pass. No good there. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They put it.
Just because I'm